So today we are building our glorious city at the height of the Roman Empire in Anno 117, Pax Romana. I was given an opportunity to check out an early preview of the game courtesy of Ubisoft ahead of the public demo release on September 2nd. They granted me a chance to play the first 60 minutes so I could get a city built up and running, meet neighboring rivals, and advance operations so I could build my own private villa. This is a sponsored video, so make sure you use the link in the description to wishlist Anno 117 Pax Romana so you don't miss the demo on September 2nd. All right, for the glory of Rome. Let's see here, we have a ship, and then we can tell it where to move to. Let's just have it where it's at right now. And then probably set up some residences for our people. I think they appreciate that. And then we're gonna need some timber to keep our wood stockpiles up, so we'll get a woodcutter going. There's plenty of forest over here. But let's try to save as many trees as possible. And that sounds good. And then we set up a sawmill.
The sawmill should be situated between trading post and woodcutter.
I agree. We can have that be on the other side of this street here, and then we'll connect it to the street. I guess our main road is gonna be double wide. That actually doesn't sound too bad. So we'll get it right to the trading post there, and then the woodcutter is gonna need it as well. Perfect. Look at the little car go. Man, he's really gonna break his back doing that. Okay, and then let's set up a warehouse to house things as well, right at the end of the street. Aha, new food. Sardines and porridge. Yep. Amazing. So we'll need to set up a fishery for this. Let's have that be right over here. And then porridge. We'll just set that up right next to the sardines. And check it out, we're making lumber, or timber. And then it gets stored in the warehouse to be used for other means. But man, look at those guys carrying that chest. It's huge. And they don't even care about the pedestrians. Build the first residences. Thankfully we have that already, but maybe they could use a few more. So we'll get those going right over there, and then we'll need roads again to go around the backside here. Perfect. No warehouse in range, so I guess I need a separate warehouse for them. How about this, is that in range? We'll get back to that. Let's set up some more residences. That one can fit right in there well enough. And then we can set up another district over here, I think, for houses. There's enough. And set up plenty of more roads. Perfect, a connected city. But I think they'll like it being connected to the main road over here. Good. Now we need to fulfill food needs. Oh, I think I see the problem with these. Don't worry about it. The roads are connected now. Now the food is being delivered. It's kind of amazing how quickly our city grew up. But of course, we are bleeding money right now. I think we'll fix that in a little while. We gotta get the food situated first. And it looks like the food is being supplied. Mostly sardines.
It's beyond us.
Ooh, a request. A Libertus passes you, straining under the heavy load of timber. He carries the hopeful air of one who has recently celebrated his manumission, freedom from slavery. Despite his burden, he stops and hails you as his governor. How do you respond to him? Well, wish him well. So we get some timber out of it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so to actually make the porridge, we need an oat farm. So let's set up a large a farming area. Probably somewhere on the edge of the town. Wow, we have a lot of area to play with. Looks like there's a mountain slot there. I don't want the farm to extend that way. A river over here. That sounds like a good spot for the farm. So we'll set this up here, and then we need to set up oat fields. We'll build up a decent portion of those. And by decent, I mean generous. And now they're connected to the road. And we might as well set up the porridge spot right next to them. All right, so we might be missing some oat fields for the full production, but we'll get that sorted by just doubling up what we have. There we go, that's looking a lot better. And the food supply is being met 100%.
I can't stop winning.
100% from sardines.
Aw, dang it.
They'll get the porridge in a little bit. Now, I don't think we're missing anything else, which is good. Now, we do want to have room for more people, so let's continue expanding our residences. Probably going up the way over here. And can I get a house right in here? Oh, that is perfect. So since that warehouse is right there, I feel like that's a better spot than the first one we placed. But we'll clear it out if we need the room. Now our residences do have some other needs like public service and fashion. Well, you're not happy with that little thing on your head?
Yeah.
I guess maybe not. So let's get a market in here. Whoa, that's a big market. But if we place it right here on this corner, then it can reach everything. So that's a good spot. And now we also need a tavern that also needs to reach a large area. So now I think is the time that we remove this warehouse here. So goodbye. Oh, crumble away into dust. All right, now for the tavern. Still reaching everywhere? Still reaching everywhere. And now we can create some fashion, tunics and pileus. But of course it has its own production chain. So we need a hemp farm for that and a sheep farm for the hats. I think we can have a hemp farm growing somewhat next to the oat farm. We'll get that going with a little gap right here, I think. And then as much as possible. Actually, that lines up perfectly right there. So we can also have some roads going between the fields. I do like the look of that. Not sure we really need it yet, but it's a good way to section them. Wow, we just click on the thing and there's roads built all around it? That is amazing. That really closes in the empty spaces, but I'm not sure we need it in the center of town there. That really makes it easy, especially around these places. And now we are 40% road. Beautiful. All right, so now we need a spinner to actually make these close. I like it being on the corner here. And then we just go ahead and wrap that around like so. All right, so we have our spinners for the tunic setup. Now we need to set up a sheep farm. So this can also affect things, but it doesn't look like there's anywhere that it can affect things yet. I would like to keep all the farming stuff on one side, so I think we can keep the livestock on another side, but probably away from the market, because that doesn't sound like a great time. We don't need the sheep smelling up the place. So let's have the livestock go over here. Oh, wait. Those are horses. Hopefully we can get those eventually. But yes, I think the sheep going over here is gonna be good. And then we need a little livestock area to go out like that, and like this. And why don't we just have one more going that way? Now we need a Pileus Felter. Wow, this has a huge effect. So that can work best right there. Oh, it's right in the middle of a big area though. I want to save that for large buildings, so we'll have that go right here. And maybe we'll just scoot this back enough to clean up another grid space. That should be okay. We can also move this down slightly, just to keep it even. And we get the Felter right in like that. Much better. Wow, our population skyrocketed, 94? That is beautiful. Look at all the hustle and bustle. Including just a giant vase or whatever that is. And now our people should have enough that our residents can be upgraded. Let's try one of the ones that we built over here. Yes, it can. Wow, that is a beautiful looking house. Can we upgrade more of them? Yes, we can. But that also introduces some more needs like bread and garum. But we can have like a more better looking town square, I think.
You need a villa, Ere, essential in demonstrating your control of an island.
We get a villa? Don't mind if I do. We also need other production centers there. Villa set. And to make the shingles, we need a clay pit. So we get, wow. Okay, so this is something that goes in the river slot. There's plenty of those closer to our place. So we'll have this one go, let's have it be downstream, I think. And of course, we rode it. Very nice. And now we can set up some other faction buildings too. Medicine, Custodes, and Vigils. Fight fires in the city. Hopefully there's no fires. I think that's a great thing to have in this next little sector of grid space. But of course we need the materials to build that. So let's finish up our tiles production. Okay, so this being next to places increases the risk of fire. We don't want that, so we'll have it plenty away from town.
There is a shortage of workforce in one
And now there's a
city.
shortage of workforce. Because of course there is. We need more plebeians. Now we also need a charcoal burner, which is another forest camp. So it's a good thing there's another forest over here. And we can get it to 96. There's 100%. It kind of raises the risk of the little worker there. I think 96 can be good enough if we want to stay away from it. Or maybe we can't, but we'll just go with that. Just don't start a forest fire in the middle of there. So we're gonna need more residences. We'll just go up here like so.
If an island
Oh,
is invaded,
okay.
your
This is a
villa
big
is
villa.
the main target. I'd say place it far from the coast.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But man, it can boost a lot of things. I think we can have it be just far enough away from the shore while boosting all of our main buildings. So a villa right here sounds like a great idea. Plus, it's also going to be right next to the fire station, so that's an added bonus. Still need more resources to build it, though. But I think the only thing we're missing is the workforce. So let's upgrade some of our basic residences to have that next tier of citizen. And now we are neutral on the workforce. I think we can survive with that for a little bit. What's going on here? A quest? Can you help us get our Collegium's yearly event? Oh, sure.
The Collegium's having the yearly conventus over at Lady Diana's place this year. Can you help us head over there?
Lady Diana's place? Take the Liberty aboard? Well, sure. Drop off Libertine hitchhikers at Villa Augusta, which is, woo. Way in uncharted territory. Are you sure you want to go there? Well, let's set out, I guess. This will also give us a good chance to see what else is out there in these waters. but it's just so far away.
You must be the governor.
Hello there.
Oh,
My
hello.
name is Licia Ma.
Licia Ma?
Licia means glowing clouds, like the ones you see in the desert at dawn.
Hi there.
What a pleasure to meet you.
Rumor has it she
I
is the
am
daughter of a
Licia
silk
Ma.
merchant.
Father's a silk merchant. You simply must join us for dinner sometime.
How do you wish to respond? Rivals are political parties that have their own reasons for engaging. Well, I think being on good terms with a silk merchant is a good idea. We'll extend a polite greeting.
Imagine the possibilities.
Okay, now where is that villa? There's a rock in the way. Oh, it's right there. So you need to sail around that rock. Oh, around a few rocks. You'll be okay, right? Okay, the ship cuts through the water pretty quickly, so thankfully these islands are not as far away as I was worried they were. And the good news is our balance has gone slightly in the positive direction. We're not at 154 anymore, instead we're at 150. Maybe we can set up some good deals with the silk merchant. Hello, hitchhikers. Are you at your destination yet? Excuse us. Oh, that was not the right island. Sorry, I'll just... Shoving the boat out of the way, sorry. Wrong spot. Had the wrong address. Okay, but that's our neighbor at least, and there are contracts available. Let's get rid of these hitchhikers first. Hopefully nothing bad happens back at home. And wow, there's a lot of beautiful cliff sides here. So now that we met one of the neighboring governors, we can look at our diplomatic relations.
Oh, how wonderful to see you.
So we are looking pretty even on power. It looks like we're a little better on economic power. I do like the sound of that. That will give us a little bit of sway in the future, hopefully. But as long as we're neutral with everybody, and there's the Emperor, we don't really mess with them. Okay, it looks like we're getting close to our destination.
Oh, governor.
There's Lady Diana.
Diana Augusta. Mother reckons keeping the codices does me good, but I'm literally dying to get back to Rome.
And there's our spot. Sorry we're late, had the wrong address. And there we are, drop off the hitchhikers.
Growing, and the chance of an incident with it.
Oh great, the chance of an incident.
Institutions to better deal with such incidents.
I'm working on it, but there's hitchhikers. Here we
Thanks
go.
for bringing us over, Gov. The Lady Diana's house isn't half bad, is it?
Nah, it really
This is
isn't.
how they live down in Elysium, eh?
All right, is there anything else you need?
Poor girl's got her hands full at the moment.
Oh,
Could you
great.
help her out? She needs a parcel collected from the Lady Valeria's place.
So we need to do a mail run now? Sail to Lilyband to pick up Diana's Epicurean assortment. And that's on the other side of the world, but it's right next to me. Goodness. Okay, the ship's doing that. We'll get back to our spot and see how production is going. We have 4 tiles now. We need, I think, 1 more to build this. Yeah, 1 more.
Oh dear, the stores are overflowing.
The stores are overflowing. Is there room in the warehouse? Maybe we should have a dedicated warehouse over here. I'm okay with that. Ooh, we can build the villa right away. I think we need that sooner than the vigil, so let's build it.
Always write
Beautiful.
on cards before someone else does it.
Always prep your guards before someone else. Great advice.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
And now we need more plebeians, I guess.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
And a shortage of Liberty workforce. So we're just short on everybody. Amazing. Well, at least we can build more residences for all of them. And then we should be able to upgrade some of these houses to plebeian as well to solve that shortage. So that's working. It looks like our ship is getting close to our shores again. Sailing through the night. That's gotta be so eerie. Whoa, there's ruins over here. We'd love to explore those at some point. And it looks like we're kind of building that way anyway. And now we have enough tiles to build a vigil. That's a relief. Now we should be good on fire protection. Still not quite so good on the health, so maybe we should build a medici next. But there's also the needs of the plebeians as well. We should keep that in mind. But the medici, how big is this? Can that go right here? No, but it can go right here. It actually fits in kind of cozy right there. And that is thankfully a much wider area of influence. I like the sound of that. Have the doctor right next door. Oh good, our ship made it. Whoa, 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 hold up. You're going the wrong way, you're going the wrong way. There you go. Unbound Titan, I love that name. I got a package that needs to be picked up. Pick up the package, there we go. And now we go all the way back. She'll get her package eventually.
I await your instruction.
Oh, now there's a decision to be made. A manacled woman is escorted into your presence. She is guilty of violating the law of majesty. claiming to be a goddess and gathering followers. The Empire is very touchy about such claims, but the woman insists that she and her people pose no threat. Decide this woman's fate. Pay her to renounce divinity? Definitely not. Pardon? I don't think so. We could execute her? And the Emperor favors this decision, but he also favors the pain to renounce divinity. Let's see. Executing her reduces happiness. Reputation change 10. Okay, so the Emperor favors execution more, but he's still okay with paying her to renounce divinity. We have 10,000 denarii right now, and that's almost all of it. I don't really feel like spending that. So we're going to get on good terms with the Emperor.
Very good.
Let her followers witness the truth of her mortality, you proclaim. The woman screams and abruptly after. Oh goodness. Okay, so we gain more reputation with the Emperor. Sweet.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot.
But of
and
course,
soon
they
revolt.
do not like that very much. We'll have to make them happy a different way. How about by fulfilling their needs? You want bread? Let's get a wheat farm set up. I think that can go straight off of the thing here. And then, ooh, big area, big field. Yes, right next to the villa. That is gorgeous. Although it didn't end up being the most even. I think that's okay. Now we need a grain mill next. And this needs to be on the water. We're almost to the river over here. Or we could get over here. Let's go over here. And we'll just make sure all the places are connected. Now a bakery. It's got some up and down. Interesting. So it's good for money, bad for fire protection. Well, no one said it ever had to be... is the fire risk worth the offset? I kind of want to put it here because it fits so well, but how big is the Custodia? Okay, that fits in right here very nicely. We'll get that planned right there, but we still need more tiles. Okay, looks like the Tyler refinery is going good. We just gotta wait on it. So we know where the city watch is gonna go, the Custodia. So now we can put the bakery next to it. I do like the way it affects production, so I think yes. Of course, we still need tiles to build it. But now there's a garum, a fishy condiment sure to put a smile on people's faces. So we have the Scomber Shack. Well, we have sardines. I think that's different. But we can put this next to it. I think that's going to be more efficient. And then we also need Salt Ponds Extractor, which needs a harbor area. That's a big harbor area. Oh, the placement here is off and it's bothering me a little bit. But we'll go over here and cozy it up right there. Is that connected? I think that's connected. But we need more plebes. So we'll keep upgrading from
It feels like
next
it
to the
does
city
you good
center
to you to slow
back.
down.
And one more over here. There we go. Still plenty of liberties. But maybe we'll convert a few more just because we're gonna need those workers in a little bit. And that does consume tiles, but we'll be okay. And then the Garum Works is this big. That can go right next to the bakery. Oh, but they are kind of unhappy about that. They're already super unhappy. All because we did the will of the Emperor. Oh, our ship made it. Here's your package. She seems pretty happy about that. She invited us to a banquet.
You're a decisive person.
Free wine flows like an aqueduct or a sewer. Some of your Liberty have clearly enjoyed themselves a bit too much. One of them, one of them vomits into the back of a patron's toga. Oh, that is tragic. You'll have to ruin the Liberty's fun before they ruin your reputation. This calls for discretion or a distraction. How will you salvage the situation? Cut the wine supply? You will have to search for wine barrels on Diana's island or make a speech. You'll have to choose your words carefully. Well, it's all part of the festivities, right? Let's make a speech. Oh, great. I gotta actually do the speech. You clear your throat and try to remember your lessons in the arts of oratory and rhetoric. How will you open your speech? Okay, definitely not crediting myself. Thank the honoratas for the grace and kindness. Showing deference to your honored host. Very good. You're winning the room over with your speech. All you need to do is deliver a solid conclusion. How will you conclude? Say that your kindness is nothing next to the honoratas. Claim that the honoratas would be nothing without you. We're gonna be suck-ups.
Predictable, I guess.
Predictable, I guess. That's fine. We got a new interaction. Me with the patron at Diana's Harbor. Yes.
My pleasure.
Ooh, we picked up somebody.
Thanks for helping out, Governor. May Liber and Proserpina smile.
The Libertas thanks you for your help. No problem. Can I have my boat back? No more quests available, so I think so. Back to harbor. Okay, looks like we're looking pretty full on sardines. So we can start up a trade, I think, to boost our income. We can sell when that, let's see. We could pause sardine production if the porridge is good enough. That would help us get the sardines sold. But let's keep a minimum stock of maybe 50. Yeah, that should work. There we go. We have enough resources to build the Medici. That should, yes, it turns our island health right around. Beautiful. And it's right next to my villa. Ooh, but our balance is also going out, or down the wrong way. So let's create a trade route with the sardines. Add at least 2 islands to the route. Okay, so us, and then who wants it? Ooh, they offer tiles, could be good. Requests. No one's really requesting the sardines. It's a little awkward, but they do want oats. Could we sell the oats? Maybe we should find other islands that maybe will request sardines. So, sorry, boat, you're going shipping again. Warehouse has a major issue. Yeah, I kind of figured. We're working on it. Okay, so the Law of Majesty will end in a few hours, and then that should turn our happiness right around. So we can keep working to get it even more positive, which would give us an even greater boost to happiness when it's done. Okay, our tile production is still kind of weak, and we're still bleeding money, which is not good. How is our clay storage holding up? It is on the up, but we also kind of need a lot of it to make the tiles.
I did not think they would find me
Oh.
the weeds of my garden. Ithacus Tarragonus Taurus, at your service.
Hello, Tarragon. Wait a second. Talk to this guy. Hold on, stop. Do you want sardines? Improved trading post. Very cool. There's also contracts that we could look into. That would give us a decent amount of money.
I like having people around. The more the merrier.
We could deliver some tunics. We do have the means of that. All right, let's get our ship back home so we can properly set up a trade route. So it's us, and then I guess we'll just go anywhere. Maybe they're not requesting it, but we do have trade rights with them, and we've already done pretty good business with them. So we can load sardines, and then they do offer tiles, so we can do that. Unfortunately, that is where my play session ended, but I am very pleased with how our city turned out, and I look forward to how much further we can take it. So if you guys want to start building your own city for the glory of Rome, make sure you use the link in the description to find Anno 117 Pax Romana on PC via Ubisoft Connect and Steam, as well as Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. And make sure you keep an eye out for the free demo available September 2nd through the 16th. Thank you for watching, and big thanks to Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Sub to Intern.